Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. A beautiful landscape where you see the nice platoon of clouds in the background. And that's a nice barn, an old barn against a Victorian house right there. Hi, check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Today I'd like to share Proverbs 10 verse 24. It says, "The fears of the wicked will be fulfilled. The hopes of the godly will be granted." Here's my poem. On fear and hope. When evil people fear, it materializes. To constantly live in fear usually immobilizes. The hopes of the godly will be realized. When one focuses on the good, they can visualize. Love casts away all kinds of fear. Walking in love makes fear disappear. Hope is believing when you don't see. It is an expectation of what will be soon real. Here's my essay. Most fear is a result of traumatic experience, either consciously or subconsciously. The Bible tells us in 1 John 4 verse 8 that there is no fear in love. Love and fear cannot coexist. When you fear, you are not living in love. Many people think that the opposite of love is hate, but is actually fear. The antidote to fear is to love and to focus on the promises of God so hope can bloom. The Bible says that the fears of the wicked are fulfilled, but the hopes of the godly will be granted. The righteous people are given protection against fear. Even in times of fear, they still choose to believe and hope that God does everything for the good of those who love Him. They cling to the promises even if they don't see it yet. Prayer. Thank you for giving us hope in your words. Reflection. How can you overcome a fear that consistently comes up? We can't. This world is not. We live in a world where there's so much chaos, where the enemy is the prince. You know, the prince of the world is Satan, and so if we live in a world without God's help or without believing in God, it is automatic for us to live in fear. So the only consolation that the righteous people have is that even if they fear, because it will be present in anyone's life, there will be a certain fear that we feel at certain points in our lives. But if they cast those fear away by believing in the words that God has given us, which are truth, then those fears will, whatever fear you feel, and if you're a righteous person, it will disappear. And God will grant the focus that you have on the hope that He has given you in the words of God. So it doesn't mean to say that if you're a Christian that it's automatic that fear will be gone, because while we're still alive here on earth, we will have struggles. And that is the reality of life. There will always be a struggle, so there may be fear while we're struggling. But God promised us so many things, and if we focus on those promises, we will be able to live life even if we're a little fearful, but then we will focus on the hope that is of what is yet to come, because there's so much promises of God of what lies ahead for those who love Him. So thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. It's going to be Good Friday, and I'd like to ask you to reflect and meditate on what God did for us when He sent His Son, His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, to die for us on the cross so that we will live free lives, so that we will not live in fear. Thanks for watching again. Happy Easter soon, and I hope that you will be able to reflect on that biggest manifestation of love that God gave to us.